Alright, there we go. Okay. So today, what we're gonna be trying to do is make a game in Unreal Engine. I've never done this before. Vehicle? No. First person shooter game? What are we trying here? Virtual reality. You can make VR games? Okay, that's cool. I guess try and make a first person game. C++? Not happening, man. We're gonna call this a test_2. Create project. Alright, so we got 2 people in here. Oops. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing good. Is that loud enough for you guys? It's a little bit quiet. Test, test. Alright, yeah, that looks okay. Sorry, I'm just setting up my streaming setup here. Alright, yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we're gonna try here. Here, hold on. Sorry, guys. Just 1 second here. Oh, I'm sorry about the lawnmower in the background, guys. Alright, is that too loud? I'll do -22. I just want some nice quiet background music. Does that sound okay, guys? Alright, I think that sounds okay. If it doesn't, just let me know. Alright. So first things first, let me just go into the play section here. Oh lord. Okay. So they gave us this test gun that shoots physics balls, which is pretty cool. I'd like to up the jumping. Yeah, so first thing is I'm gonna just try and play through here. Yeah, we're gonna up the jumping so you can jump onto these little things. And we're also gonna add some IU to have multiple guns, maybe. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Alright. These controllers are very difficult, by the way. Empty character. Character pawns. Move it. Collision and built-in movement logic. There's. Alright. Okay, sick. Alright, so I'm just gonna have an empty player pawn there. I'm just trying to figure out the, Is that the empty player pawn that I just... accidentally clicked on one of my macros. Wait a second. So you can shoot pretty fast with this, but can you shoot this fast? Didn't think so, nerd. Alright, so... What's up with this extra gun here? I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it because it seems to work good. Okay, so I want to work on this map a little bit. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna work on the map. So this is just gonna be like a test little thing. So we're gonna get rid of all of these cubes here. Cubes. Edit. Select. Maybe we just go like that, and now, okay, yeah, so we'll do that. This right here, I want to get some more of these, maybe like some vertical pillars could be cool. So like edit and then copy, Control V. No, geometry, volumes, all classics. Ooh, what was that I just saw? All classic. What exactly does this do? The boxes are still here, man. I don't want no boxes. I want to delete all the boxes. So we have cubes here. Edit. So I can't delete this folder. Do I have to delete them one at a time? I do, bro. Alright, well this is gonna take a second. Just, can I, and then shift down. Oh, let's go, boys. William coming in clutch with the computer skills of knowing how to press shift to select multiple entities. Pog. I'm not gonna mess with lights yet. A cylinder in the middle could be cool. We'll call that the middle. And now I want to manipulate it. Here, I don't want to do that. Alright, okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna call this the middle, like here. And then what I want to do is, can I move this? Models. Seems scary. Not gonna mess. Foliage. Alright, so we out here. Alright, yeah, so I want some, so these are indestructible blocks. So we want some indestructible blocks here. And we're gonna make this taller and wider. So then players can, like, come around here. And we also need to make a crouch feature, aiming feature. And we need a press and hold. Alright. I've never done this before, so this is quite an ambitious goal. Here. What happens if I go to play? And then I just come here. Nah, okay, so that doesn't change. But what if I just, you know... Okay, so this right here. Transform. Yeah, okay. So just 1.0. Alright. So that's back to normal. So X is this way. Y is this way. So we need these. So we're gonna put this to 10.0. 10.0. Yes, okay. That's too big. We're gonna put this to 5.0. That's good. That's better. Now we're gonna make this 5.0. Go like that. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Play. And I do spawn on top of it. Sick. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Here, and then we're gonna make this. We'll say 10.0 because we can make it as tall as I want it to be. Alright, this is getting cool. So now we know how to make things bigger. Okay. This is gonna get sick, guys. Sorry for the lighting. I didn't set anything up. I just wanted to kind of show you this to you guys because I think this is just really cool. Cinematic. Volume. Physics volume. I wish I kept one of those boxes around, you know? Should have kept one of those cubes, actually. Wonder if this will have physics. It won't. We need to add, I think that's what the volume section is for. But also, look at this, man. This is looking nice. We need to implement a sprint feature, a crouch feature, and an aim in feature. That's the IO, and then we need to add a HUD. Hold on, did I just run into some invisible thing? No, I don't think I did. Okay, I'm just going insane. These we can delete because I don't know what they... My best selected the wrong thing. Happens to the best of us. I selected the wrong thing again. Right? No, right. Right here. No, not the floor. That's not right. Bad size, by the way. Bad size. Alright. Box. We want box. We're gonna have a box. Like right about there. Alright, there we go. Now what we're gonna do with this box, X is that way, so we need to make this about 5.0, bigger than that, 7.0, right, well that's too big now, 6.0, so just like that. 6.0 is still, I guess 5, man. I thought 5 was too small. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, 5's fine. And now, scale in Y, we need to make it like 2.0. And scale in Z 2.0. Let's get some textures. Box, shaped trigger used to generate events in the level. Volumes. Fog. That's not what I wanted. It's also not what I wanted, dude. No, it's also not what I wanted. Alright. Import. First person battle royale. I think that'd actually be cool, a first person battle royale. I'll try and make a first person Fortnite. Content. Marketplace? Me no likey. Alright, so we straight up come out here, Nokia. So here's the box that we just made. I think we should have one player spawn here. So one of the player spawn things. And then they can come around here. And then go. And ricochet shots could be like a thing. So if there's a player there and you see them, then you could go. And then try and hit them. I think that'd be cool. And then we could have some of these boxes out here to ricochet things. And you can shoot yourself if you go like this. Yeah. Nice sky though. Do they just continue going forever? They do. I think this is what... No. No, man. No, man. No, man. Fog. Grid. Landscape. Media planes. Here's what we're gonna do, boys. I have an idea. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at this video here.
FPS map. Like so. And let's create a new folder here.
Alright, so let's
we'll just call this blueprints.
Alright.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mark at devslopes.com, and I'm really excited about this tutorial because you're going to learn how to build a mini first-person shooter. And when I say mini, I mean I'm going to teach you the core concepts of a first-person shooter, and we're going to try and do this as fast as possible, but those concepts will apply to even larger projects. So, we're going to go to New Project, and...
Hold on, buddy. You're going a bit fast. We will save this, okay. We'll save that, and then we'll open up Unreal Engine again. It's gonna load up. Already. Game. Next.
I want to choose a blank project, actually.
Alright, a blank project, actually.
Put this on my desktop here. We're going to call this mini FPS.
FPS pog FPS underscore pog.
Not to be confused with frames per second. We are talking about first-person shooters here and with no starter content. Let's keep this
No starter content. Okay.
fresh for all of you people out there with Asus laptops and such. We'll be gentle on you today. All right, we're going to create a project.
Lol, my computer faster than yours, idiot. Get a better computer.
Okay, here's our project. And, well, where do we start? Well, who cares? Let's actually get a rectangle on the screen. Let's get some graphics.
Rectangle, as in butt. Lol, get it? Rectal. This, no need to get vulgar.
And things like that going for us here. So I am going to create a new folder here. And I'm going to call this textures. I'm going to go.
We're going to make a new folder here. We're going to call this textures. Shut up. Shut up. Textures. Textures. I should know how to spell this, man. Spell textures.
Textures. Textures.
Alright. See? First try. Got it. No big deal.
Go into that there. And then make sure you've
So he went into there.
downloaded the assets file provided as part of this video. And this red.
Snag. Those are boobies.
And this red dot, I'm going to drag.
Okay. Okay, so it's just in Dropbox. Muzzle flash, sci-fi guns, sounds.zip, red.png. I want to download these biatches. Direct download biatches. FPS assets right in there. Alright.
Drag it into the project.
What if I could, man?
Oh, so many windows. Okay. I'm going to drag this red dot right
I got a
here.
little too excited when he said, "Oh, so many windows." Oh, I like it.
Into the
Man.
project.
Red dot, no problem. Man. Fam. Look, yep. Fail. Content. Textures. Drag the red dot. I'm gonna drag this over here. Maybe I need to be in full screen. Nobody knows. Bruh. Bad things are happening. Very bad things are happening. Alright. Move it there. Take this. Put this bad boy into full screen. Grab this bad boy. And... why can't I do that?
There's our red dot. Now,
That little freaking nerd. I'm doing exactly what he said. This is my everyday, bro. Yep. Hold on. Did he do something that I didn't?
this textures. I'm going to go into that there. And then make sure you've downloaded the assets file provided as part of this video. And this red dot, I'm going to drag it into the project. Oh, so many windows. Okay. And I'm going to drag this red dot right here into the project.
That's what I just did. He literally didn't do anything. Maybe I need to... maybe. I'll take this. Copy it Just there. Close out of there. Open it up again. What? That's not how it's supposed to work. I mean, I'm glad I did, but like, that's not how it's supposed to work. What? Okay.
A red dot. Now I'm going to create a new folder back here at the content level called UI.
Alright, we're making some UI pog. I do not know how to do that, but I do like UI. New folder, UI.
For user interface,
Goes into UI.
I'm going to right click on UI and then go to user interface and widget blueprint.
User interface, widget blueprint. We stand widget blueprint.
And let's go ahead and call this rectangle. Double click on that.
Rectangle. Get it? 'Cause butts. Recticle? Recticle. That's how you spell it. Trust me. Can't confirm or deny that.
I'm going to make this full screen here.
Hold up. Wait a minute. What'd you just do?
Double click on that. I'm going to make this full screen here.
Double click on that. I'm not going to make it full screen there.
And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the bullets through the front of the screen, the absolute center, not actually from the gun, which is very typical in first-person shooters. So what I'm going to do is drag an image here onto the screen. On the right-hand side, I'm going to change the brush and select the image that says red dot. And
Alright, so what did he do? Sorry, I'm having a learning curve.
First-person shooters. So what I'm going to do is drag an image
Yeah.
here onto the screen. On the right-hand side, I'm going to change the brush and select the image that's
Change the brush. I'm going to change the brush. Bruh.
double click on that.
Double clicks it.
I'm going to make this full screen here. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the bullets through the front of the screen, the absolute center, not actually from the gun, which is very typical in first-person shooters. So what I'm going to do is drag an image here onto the screen. On the right-hand side, I'm going to change the brush and select the
Okay, alrighty. Getting somewhere.
image that says red dot. And for image size, select 20 and 20.
20 and 20. 20. And also 20.
And then up here, for the anchors, what I'm going to do is click the center.
Wait, where'd you get anchors from, my dude? Anchors? Bruh.
For the anchors, select 20 and 20. And then up here, for the
Oh my god, I'm literally blind. Holy crap, man.
anchors, what I'm going to do is click the center. And size X, we're going to say 20, and size Y, we're going to say 20. And then position X will be 0, and position Y will be 0.
Alright.
That's going to put us right there in the center of the screen, okay? 0x, 0y, 20 and 20 for the size, and the anchor is the center anchor. Compile and save. That's it.
Compile and save. Ooh.
For the user interface.
Did he close out of this? I assume he did.
Let's go ahead and save our level itself. So Command S to save, and let's just call this FPS map.
Control S to save. Call this FPS map. FPS underscore map. My bad. Save.
Like so. And let's create a new folder here. We'll just call this blueprints.
Alright, so content. Boom. New folder. BLUE blue prints. Close enough.
I'm going to right click here
Goes in.
and
Right.
go to blueprint class. And we're
Blueprint class.
going to select a character because we're going to control a character. And I'm not going super in depth because we're trying to get to the point here without overcomplicating things. So we're going to call this FPS character.
Damn it, bastard. FPS underscore character. Shut up, okay? Character. If you dare spelling check me or whatever the hell in the chat or in the comments, I swear to God, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna kill all of you in your sleep. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna laugh and dance on your grave.
And that's looking good here. What I'm going to do is inside the event graph, this is going to be our
Event graph, the hell? Okay.
player. So I want to add that rectangle to the screen. So on begin play, let's drag off of that and say create widget.
Create widget.
And for the class, we're going to select rectangle, which we create.
Class rectangle.
And the owning player, this needs to be a player controller. So we're going to right click and say get player controller, and that'll be available to us right here, like so.
Get player controller. And he went like clickety clack clack, click clack. Yeah, okay.
Bada boom. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drag off of that node and say add to viewport.
Add to view. Add to viewport.
Like so. And target self is fine. Yeah. Oh no, that's not fine. What are you talking about? I'm gonna drag this this return widget over into the viewport. I'm not gonna add nothing to self. All right, compile and save.
Compile, then save.
And we need to right click down here and go to a blueprint class and create a game mode.
Blueprint class. Game mode.
Call this add nothing to self. All right, compile and save. And we need to right click down here and go to a blueprint class and create a game mode. Call this FPS game mode.
FPS game mode.
And what we can do is go to Edit, Project Settings. And then Maps and Modes. And instead of template for the map, I'll select FPS and FPS.
Holy crap, my stomach just rumbled. Goddamn.
And instead of game mode base, we'll select FPS game mode. Drop this feller down here. No, this one right here.
Doesn't deserve rights. Holy crap, you just said feller.
Base, we'll select FPS game mode. Drop this feller down
Drop this feller down here.
here. No, this one right here. And instead of the pawn class, this is default pawn, let's select FPS character. Wonderful. And let's save it and play. And now you can see
Save it and then play. Oh. Hey Joe, what do you know?
our little red dot. How wonderful. But we can't move and there's nothing overly exciting going on. So the next thing to do, let me close all these windows here. The next thing to do is grab our gun. And so I provided to you some guns here, sci-fi guns. I'm going to extract all.
Sci-fi guns, I'm going to extract all.
And these are available for free from quaternius.com. Okay, he's got a Patreon. I recommend that you donate if you use these assets in any professional capacity. And we're grabbing these guns right here. I provided them to you already, though, so you don't have to go through the hassle.
You guys
Close off of this. And what we're going to do is go into FBX. We're going to drag these into our project. So grab that. Actually, we'll go here to my content folder. Let's click, do a new folder.
Right click, do a new folder.
Folder called Mesh. I'll call it
Mesh.
Yeah, this is called Guns, actually.
Oh, thanks for telling me that, nerd. Guns, Pog, we stand.
Oh, unless I can find the rename there. Let's just call this Guns. And we're going
Then we go in here.
to drag these over into here,
Crap.
like so. We're not.
Clicked the wrong freaking thing, man.
Drag these over into here.
Drag these over into here.
Like so. We're not going to use all of them, but I figured you'd probably want all of them. You can play around with some things here. No big deal. We're just going to close out warnings because who cares about warnings, right? No big deal. We're learning here. We're just fiddling around. We may not be doing all the best practices here in modulating some of our blueprints and stuff, but the point here is to show you how to do it in as quick as time as possible. If you want more complicated and thorough explanations, I have more content available on that. So what we want to do is modify our character.
Content.
So let's go into our blueprints. An FPS character. What we want to do is give this person a gun.
Let's give this person a gun. So crap, what did he just press? He pressed a button.
Character. What we want to do is give this person a gun and a camera. So here's our little person. We're going to click Add Component. And let's say cam for camera.
Cam for camera.
That's fine. And we're going to drag this up.
Add component. Camera.
About eye line because the camera is not.
It's about eye line, what do you think?
In your stomach. Bring it forward a little bit like that, which is fine. And then I'm going to click Add Component, and we're going to say Static Mesh. Now, if this
static mesh.
I'm going to drag this static mesh onto the capsule. If this gun had a skeleton in it and animations, I might not actually choose static mesh. We might need to pick a skeletal mesh or something, but this is fine. And for the weapon, feel free to pick whatever gun you want.
Lightning gun, long pistol, small pistol, ray gun, rifle, sniper rifle, no problem. Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, this one's pretty long, pretty big too. So what I'm going to do, now that this is in the project, I just picked the long pistol. I'm going to rotate. I pressed E to rotate. Rotate it 90 degrees.
E to rotate. I rotated it 90 degrees.
Maybe we should just leave it like this, huh? What do you think? No. Ooh, I don't like this purple. Oh, this is awful. I'm going to click the magnifying glass here.
No, I'm fine with the way that looks. That looks cool.
I'm just going to change this default texture here, this default color. I think Unreal just gave us some nasty colors to work with here. Let's select a nice orange. If orange can be considered nice.
It's like a new age.
And if I'm moving fast here, that's okay. Just rewind the video. No big deal. Yellow. Yellow's going to have to do it for us here. Okay. Good enough. Looks like a squirt gun. Super soaker. Okay. So we're going to scale this down. I'm going to make sure I turn off my snap settings. I want some nice fine-grained control on this. And now what we want to do...
Wait, how the hell, man? What did you just do, my dude?
Some nice fine-grained control on.
Bruh. Man. Give me something to work with here, guys.
Off my snap settings because I want some nice fine-grained.
Well, we want to get rid of this Q? R? Yeah, R. Oh no, not the camera. I have to rotate it 180 degrees now. Alright. Something like that.
Control on this. And now what we want to do is normally I do this on a second monitor, but because I'm showing you how to do it, we're going to do it not like that. So I'm going to drag my FPS
What'd you do?
character down like so. What I need to make sure that I do is actually bring in the blueprints here, my FPS character into the map.
What? He's got like other tabs and stuff. I want other tabs. How do I create a new? What the? Okay. Alright, we working out here. I know. Yep. Drag this down a little bit. FPS character, and then we have FPS map. Alright. I see.
FPS character down like so. What I need to make sure that I do is actually bring in the blueprints here, my
Bring this up a little bit. Content, blueprints, FPS character. Just bring it in there.
FPS character into the map. And the reason why I want to do this is so I can see what it's actually going to look like as I'm dragging the camera or the weapon around. Okay, and see how big it is here. So what I'm going to do is just drag it around to my liking, and you do the same. Drag it around to your liking, whatever looks kind of nice, and you kind of want to make sure that it looks like it's going towards the center. Otherwise, it's going to look weird when you shoot. And just get it looking about where you think would be good. And this snap is driving me crazy, so I'm going to turn that off. I need to be a little more controlled here. You know, that's about good right there. And I like that. Compile and save. We have a gun kind of pointing there. Drag this back over here, and I want to actually change. Oh, I want to change that texture so bad to like an orange, but we're going to leave it yellow, Super Soaker style. All right. I'm going to make this ground bigger.
Hold on. Oh, dang, bro. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. I'd use that. Actually, no, I wouldn't. That's garbage. Never mind. I will move it one tick over.
Yes, I know we're kind of scaling the. The reason why I want to do this is so I can see what it's actually going to look like as I'm dragging the camera or the weapon around. Okay, and see how big it is here. So what I'm going to do is just drag it around to my liking, and you do the same. Drag it around to your liking, whatever looks kind of nice, and you kind of want to make sure that it looks like it's going towards the center. Otherwise, it's going to look weird when you shoot. And just get it looking about where you think would be good. And this snap is driving me crazy, so I'm going to turn that off. I need to be a little more controlled here. You know, that's about good right there. And I like that. Compile and save. We have a gun kind of pointing there.
Compile and save.
Drag this back over here.
Drag this back over here.
And I want to actually change. Oh, I want to change that texture so bad to like an orange, but we're going to leave it yellow, Super Soaker style. All right. I'm going to make this ground bigger.
I'm gonna big ground. Big ground. Ground is big.
Yes, I know we're kind of scaling the UVs and the texture there, but that's fine. I'll change my camera speed up a little bit. It's going kind of slow. Okay, that's looking good to me. Now we have a player start in here, which is fine. So I'm going to drag this back like so, save it.
Q, maybe? What's the move around button? Actually, that's fine.
Now I'm going to delete this FPS character out of the scene and click play, and there we go. There's our gun, and there's our reticle right there. Now, obviously, we're not moving or doing anything, really. So why don't we tackle that next? And we're going to keep our movement really simple. We're just going to go forward. We're not even going to look around in this game with the mouse, okay? I teach that in other places. We're going to just move around just so we can test our game. All right? So how do we do that? I'm going to go to my project settings, edit project settings, and we're going to add some...
Edit project settings.
So how do we do that? I'm going to go to my project settings, edit project settings, and we're going to add some input.
Add some input. Add some input.
And then in the axis mappings, what we're going to do is one for move right, which will actually move right and left, but you typically call it move right in Unreal Engine mapping. And then we're going to go type in the letter D for move to the right. And I'm going to go to keyboard and...
Oops, I did something wrong. Move right. No, I didn't. I'm right. He's wrong. I mean, I was
select
wrong
D.
before.
And then we're going to add one on here for the left, which is going to...
No. Just D. How did he get just the letter D? Bruh. Not cool.
going to be A. Or type in the letter D for move to the right. And I'm going to go to keyboard and select D.
Oh. Letter D. Okay.
And then we're going to add one. here for the left, which is going to be A. So type in
A, go down to keyboard,
A, close gamepad, and go to A here, and we're going to make this -1, which means it'll go in the opposite direction. And then we're going to add one very similarly called move forward.
Move forward.
And this will be the W. Here in the keyboard. And we'll add one for the move.
Out of everything that he has taught today, this is the only thing that I understand.
Moving backwards, which is the S in the keyboard here. All right, make that -1. Kaboom. All right, that looks good to me. Let's close out of this here. Let's get our character moving from left to right. So let me just move these over here, delete these. We'll comment this, we'll call this UI. Let's make a new one here, and what we want to do is add movement to our add movement input.
Add movement input.
And move this over here. And what we want to do here is say input move right. We'll handle that one.
Input move right.
First, we'll say input move forward.
Input move forward.
Like so. And what we want to do is we just want to grab the forward facing direction of the camera and move it that way, really. So let's do that now. What we'll do is we'll just grab our little camera here, and for the moving right,
just grab our little camera here. That's not what he grabbed. It's also not what he grabbed. What did he just grab, bro?
let's do that now. What we'll do is we'll just grab our little camera here, and
What does he keep grabbing?
so let's do that now. What we'll do is we'll just grab our little camera here.
So I just clicked on man. Okay, so now
Here, and for the moving right, let's say get right vector. Okay. So which direction we want to go into? We'll go to the right, and which. The axis, we want it to be whatever's coming from the player. Okay. That's moving around. And now move forward. Forward, we'll do something similar with the camera. We'll say get forward vector. And then let's add movement input over here. Okay, let's move this guy down. And so we're going to, in this case, move him forward. Again, I have other videos that talk more in detail about moving and courses.
This is wrong. This doesn't go here. This doesn't go here. How do I get rid of? Do I just delete this one and then make it again? Input, move forward. Yes, okay, there we go. And then we take this and put it into that one.
And such, but we're just breezing through this here.
Actually, I'm gonna, no, stop it.
Because it's about the shooting aspect. It's a mini.
So he takes this one right here and puts it into scale value.
FPS, we got to move fast. Okay. So what am I missing here? All right, the direction. There we go. Compile, save.
Compile, save.
Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, I'm moving.
Let's see if it works. It didn't. Oh, okay, thank God. There's no jumping, but I can move forwards and backwards and left and right. Ooh. Dang, bruh. Alright, this looks pretty nice, actually. I did this from scratch. Good boy. I'm insane, bro.
Forward, I'm moving backward, moving left, moving right. We're making progress. Okay, this is very common setup right here for keyboard movement, most movement in general. So we're gonna comment this by selecting everything and holding C, and then we're gonna type in movement.
Movement. movement. We'll go with that.
That's cool. So movement's out of the way. Now, let's compile and save. What's left to do? Well, we need to shoot stuff, right? The gun needs to shoot stuff. It also needs some effects. So let's handle the effects and sound first, and then we'll get to the shooting. Why? Because it's fun. So when we're going to make this real simple, this is like a fully automatic rifle. When you're holding the mouse down, it's firing. And when you let go, it's not firing. Ooh,
What?
I know you weren't expecting that. So I'm going to right click and we're going to say input mouse, and we'll say
input mouse, left mouse button. Yes.
left mouse button. Okay. We're not even going to put it here in the project input mapping. We'll just do it right here. So when we're pressing it, let's add or turn on a muzzle flash. Okay, well, let's go grab our muzzle flash. So we're going to go to content here, and I'm going to open up FPS assets, and we'll right click this guy here and we'll say extract all.
Muzzle flash. Oops. Muzzle flash. Extract all.
Extract. And I'm going to drag. This is not the best way to do it. Sometimes there's problems if you drag it straight in. It's just the way it is with Unreal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the sidebar here and right click content, and I'm going to go to show and explorer. You can do the same thing on Mac, show and finder. No big deal. And what I want to do is find my other folder now, muzzle flash, and I'm going to drag.
Alright, so he went like that. And he went like that. Sick. Alright.
Drag this effects folder over here.
Drag this effects folder over here.
And then while we're at it, let's grab our sounds. So I'm going to right click sounds and we're going to say.
Here, hold on, I'm getting a call. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah, sure. I can't. Like, when, though? Hold on 1 second. Stay on the line. Stream, I'll be right back. Alright, stream, I'm back. So where were we? Right, sounds. Nope. Nope. Yes.
Extract all.
Sounds. Extract all. Extract.
And extract. And the reason why we're dragging the whole folder in is because these are Unreal Assets files. They're not the raw files. Those are contained within, underneath. That's why. So, and then we'll go ahead and drag sounds into the project like so.
Project. One second, guys. Hi, how's it going, chat? I just pulled up chat on my phone.
Kaboom. And hopefully they still work. Let's take a look here. So let's go into our FPS character.
FPS character.
Compile and save.
Compile and save already?
And what I want to do is add component, and let's do a particle system.
Add component, and let's do a particle system.
Let's call this muzzle flash. And
Wait, bro. Muzzle flash. Oh no.
Provided one, and if everything worked out of the box, I should be able to just to select it from here. Okay.
Yeah.
Works hopefully. Oh yay, it's there. This is provided as part of the shooter project from Unreal.
And viewport. Yeah, boy.
Epic Games Unreal. Okay, so you can grab it there. I provide it for your convenience. You can only use these assets in Unreal Engine projects, just so you know. That's the license on these assets.
I want to select this little freaking nerd. I need to move it around. E, Q, R. How did... But the... And the... Muzzle flash. But that's not what he clicked on, is it? Right here. Okay. How do I make it? No! Stop it. T W. All right. The more you know. All right, that looks pretty good.
Here, the gun is free. You can do whatever you want with that. The gun's provided by that artist for free. Yes, I know I could be showing grids and stuff, but I'm just too lazy right now. We're just having fun. We're just having some fun with our Super Soaker. Super Soaker 3000. All right. It's a nice little muzzle flash there. Oh, it works for me. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, nice little muzzle flash. We'll leave it as is. Okay. The yellow is kind of annoying me, but whatever. On the gun, it's still bugging me. So there's our muzzle flash, which is kind of cool. And what I want to do actually is turn that off. I don't want it to go from the get-go. So I'm going to go find rendering. Turn off visibility. There's other ways of doing this. This might not even be the most efficient way, but we're just messing around here. We're just having some fun. I'm showing you a mini FPS as fast as we can, okay? And I keep saying this because in other videos I teach some better practices for extracting and modulating these things, but I don't want to give you a 10-part YouTube series because what tends to happen is people watch the first video and no one watches the other one. So we're trying to move as fast as possible here. Okay, so we've got a muzzle flash there. That's cool. And what I want to do in the event graph is when we are holding down, let's just turn it on, but we only want to do that once. This is going to keep getting called like forever, so long as the mouse button's down. So I'm going to right click and say do once. Okay, we just want to turn that on. So I'm going to grab this muzzle flash like so, and I'm going to say set visibility.
Set visibility
To true. We're just going to turn on that muzzle flash like so. Okay, visibility is true. That looks great. And what about when we released? Well, when we release it, let's make sure that we turn off the visibility. So I'll just copy this here. Again, there's multiple ways of doing this. We're just going to move along nice and easily here. And for now, let's set the visibility to false when we let go of the mouse. Let's give this a shot and see what happens. So nothing's there. I'm holding down the mouse. I let go. Oh, and it didn't start again. You know why? Because we said do once on this visibility here. What we need to actually do is when we let go of the mouse, let's reset the do once. Now you're thinking, well, why don't we just not even do the do once? Well, it's because when you're holding this down, it's going to be calling this over and over and over and over again. We don't want to just keep setting the visibility to true a bajillion times. Play. Shoot.
Oops. Compile. Save. FPS map. Play. Okay, well this is getting cool. I can move around and shoot, boys. We've done it. We've officially peaked. It's all downhill from here.
Shoot,
Pog.
let go, shoot, let go. Oh, it looks so cool. My super soaker, man, I almost want to put like water in it now. Okay, we're making progress here. What we've done now is we've got the muzzle flash appearing, but what about the sound effect? Let me turn down my volume here so I don't explode your ears. Okay, let's do the sound effect as well too. So the same thing with the sound effect, we want to just play it. We really just play. It's a looping sound. So we just want to play it and then turn it off. So I'm going to add a component called audio.
I'm going to add a component called what?
Audio.
Add a component. Audio.
Now let's call this gun loop. All right, and for the sound, assault rifle loop. There it is. Okay, compile and save. And what I want to do is make sure that, yeah, let's actually grab a reference to it on begin play and make sure that it's just not doing anything. So on begin play, let's grab this gun loop here.
Oh Lord. So I want to come up here. All right, pog. Let's grab this here.
And we're just going to make sure that we say stop. This is like not the best way to do it. I wouldn't have it actually start, but we're just trying to move fast here and the gunshots are already playing automatically. I'd probably change this at in the sound cue itself, or make a sound cue out of.
So there's the stop. Event begin.
Of it and make it not start. But when we begin to play, let's just make sure we stop it. Okay, good enough for now. And then what I want to do is on this do once, we just want to play it once. And so we'll go ahead and create a sequence here. I held down S and clicked. So do once. And we want to, of course, make our muzzle flash visible, but now we also want to make sure we start our sound effect, our gun loop. Loop. And we'll just say play. Like so. Wonderful. And then on the released, let's do a, let's do a sequence here too. Hold S and click the top. one can reset this fella.
So, set visibility off. Goes, oh Lord. This goes into there. Then 0 goes into reset. Undo once. No, what? Yes, there we go, good.
Color. And then this one here can actually go to our gun loop and stop it. We'll just say stop.
Gun loop again. Stop.
And we'll play that. Compile and save. Ooh, this is looking really nice. Did we lose our reticle? I think we lost our reticle somewhere in here. That's interesting. It's gone. What did we do? What did I just do? I must have deleted something here. Oh, you know what? I did. I need a sequence here, actually. That's why. You probably already spotted that. You're like, oh, you just broke your other stuff. Well, yes, I did. Okay. There we go. No big deal, really. Not a big deal. Piece of cake. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I already did that. Right?
Compile, save. We should see our reticle back on here again. We're shooting. We're stopping the shooting. Okay.
No, I didn't. Freaking heck, man. Not cool, dude. Where is that? It's here. What did he just do?
Yes, I did.
Here, alright. S click. This goes into then 0.
Okay. There we go.
Then 0.
No big deal, really. Not a big deal. Piece of cake. Okay. Wonderful.
Alright, so
Compile, save. We should see.
I'll save. Sick. Alright, alright.
Our reticle back on here again. We're shooting. We're stopping the shooting. Okay. This is looking really good. Now we've just got kind of the framework here, but what about actually shooting things? That's the most important part, right? Right. So let me comment on this. Hold down. I just clicked C and I'm going to type in FX and audio.
FX and VFX.
Kaboom. All right, this is looking really good. And I think left mouse button over there because it's going to do some shooting stuff too, and I don't want that mixed.
Move this over here. Compile, save.
With that, we're going to save it here. Okay, so we
Save it here. Okay.
need something to shoot. So before I write any of that logic, I want something to shoot. So what I'm going to do is go to Epic Games, Marketplace.
Epic Games.
and you're going to go to Browse. Nope. Free. Epic Games content.
Free Epic Games content.
And we're going to scroll to the end, 3, as of time of recording. And the one that you want is Animation Starter Pack, okay? I'm going to
3 Animation Starter Pack. And Animation Starter Pack. Animation Starter Pack. There it is, boys. Free.
I'm going to grab mine from the library because I've already downloaded it. I'm going to go find my animation starter pack. There you are. Add to project.
Free. Pog. Add to project.
We're going to do, what do we call ours? Mini FPS.
FPS Pog. Add to project.
Kaboom. Okay, mine's been added, which is great. Now you'll see animation starter pack in here. Let's go ahead and just drag in our bad guy just for fun. So let's go find where our player start is, which is right here. So let's drag in the UE4SP character like so. And we'll turn them around 180 degrees. Oh, Alt drag a few. Of them on here just for fun. So we got some of the Unreal's character there. And if you look closely, they should just be animating. Yeah, just a gentle little rifle hold animation. We just want something to shoot. That's all. No big deal. Okay, we're going to shoot some dummies. All right, so let's actually write the code now. This is the fun part. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's think about this. When we're shooting, when we're holding down the trigger, we want to basically shoot what's called a ray cast, an invisible line saying, hey, I'm going to shoot this out here. We'll see how far it goes, and if we hit something, I'll let you know about it, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, an invisible ray. We're not actually going to shoot a projectile that hits the player like an actual bullet. It would go too fast. We would skip frames. We could actually possibly even miss hitting the enemy. So when it comes to bullets, you typically always do ray casting, and you use rays for a lot of different things. You can detect if something's within range of something else. Ray cast is very important principle in games in general. So it's pretty easy here in Blueprint. What we're going to do is right click and say ray cast. And then we're going to say
right click, ray cast.
line trace by channel. All right.
Ray cast. Ray line trace by channel.
All right, I type in raycast because it's easier to remember than line trace by channel, but you can also type in line trace by channel if you want. And this is our raycast, and what it's going to do is it's going to pick a visibility channel or a channel that's been set up. Think of it like a filter. Which things do we want to watch for or hit against, okay? And so we're going to attack things in the visibility channel, which is basically everything, and then we'll do something with it, okay? No big deal. So I'm going to create another sequence right here. Hold down S and click, and we'll go ahead and drag it right there. And I'm going to replay.
Pressed goes to there. Then 1 goes to there.
Plug this one for the sound effects in here. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to plug right over here into our...
Then 0 goes into there. Oh boy, bad things are happening. I'm trying to move my mouse.
Bro. Line trace. Okay. And basically, this is a lot of rate casts. We're basically doing it as long as the user's holding a mouse, and that's not realistic for a gun. We're not, a gun isn't shooting, like 1,000 rounds per second, okay, like crazy stuff like that. But it's going to work for our game here for now. So the most important things are figuring out where you actually want to start the trace from. Well, in our case, we want to start it from our camera, the main screen, that right in the middle of the screen, remember, like where our reticle is? So that's pretty easy. We can just actually drag our camera here, and let's just say get location, and we're going to get the world location of the camera. And why world location instead of relative location? Well, because we want it relative to the world in this particular case, because we're shooting something else that's in the world and it's not part of this, parent setup here. So we're going to start the ray cast.
Return value, start.
Cast right from the camera. That makes sense, right? The place that the player's looking at. But where do we want it to end? Well, that's going to be dependent on how far, okay, how far our gun can shoot. If it's a shotgun, it's not going to go very far. Or if it's some type of other gun, it could go further, like a sniper rifle. And so what we're going to do is say get forward vector.
Get forward vector.
Oh, you know what? Let's delete that. We'll do it off our camera is what I meant to say. Get forward vector, like so. Okay. So we need to make sure we get the forward direction, right? And what we want...
Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bruh. Get forward vector.
Want to do is get the current location times the forward vector, or excuse me, we want to get the forward vector multiplied by the distance and then add it to its current location. So let's just, for completion's sake here, let's call this weapon
Components.
weapon range. We'll make this a float. I just created a new variable here. Compile and save. All right, and weapon range, we'll say 1500, just kind of an arbitrary value based on Unreal unit. It's here, okay. And what I want to do is get this to start, this raycast to start where the camera is, and then shoot it in the forward direction of the camera. Remember, it has to go in the direction the camera is facing, so we got to get that direction here. And so what we want to do is take the forward vector, multiply it by the distance or the weapon range, how far can it go, and then just add it to the current location of the camera, okay, because we need a place to start. So if I say vector times float, like so,
Vector x. Okay, here we go. We got it. No, bad boy. Don't do that.
okay, plug in that.
Return value. Return value goes into here.
That, and plug in our weapon range. Let's move our line trace over here. So all we're in essence doing here is getting a distance, the forward direction times the weapon range. We have to know which direction it's going in. But where does it start? Well, that's where we do vector plus vector. So we want to start at the world location and add this distance times forward vector here. And if you stop and think about it, it makes sense. We need to know the direction and how far it needs to go and where to start. And that's all we're doing here. So vector plus vector.
vector plus vector. Here, I just got a notification. Yeah. Alright.
Vector, vector. What's your vector, vector? All right, Roger, Roger. All right, here we go. So we're going to drag in the current location.
So, world location, return value, goes into this top one right here.
And then we're going to drag in the result of
And this right here goes into there.
this distance here. And we're going to add them together. This is how we say, hey, this is where we want to end. All right, just look at these nodes here. It'll make sense if you look at it carefully and see what we're doing. And I've just explained it like 3 times, but I know it can take a minute to sink in. So we've just cast out an invisible ray into the world. And then what I'm going to do is drag out from this blue feller here and say break hit result. So if it hits something, it's going to give us some results, which is exactly what we need.
Break. 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 Spell break.
There are 2 words pronounced like that. B-R-A-K.
I don't want to talk about it. I already forgot it. Spell break.
There are 2 words pronounced like that. B-R-A-K-E.
B-R-E-A-K. There we go. Break. Hit. Break. Hit. Break hit result. There we go. This goes into hit.
And what we want to do is we want to shoot the enemy. We want him to go flying back. Something really simple and fun too. It's really fun actually. So what I'm going to do is this hit actor here. In our case here, we want to see what the other actor is. It could be a cube, could be a wall. In our case, the only thing we can hit is the actual enemy character because, I mean, I guess we could hit the floor if we could point at the floor, but we can't even point at the floor. So we're going to grab this hit actor and we're going to say cast. And we're going to go find that UE, whatever it is, UE4ASP.
Hit actor. Cast. Cast to UE underscore character.
Character. We need to grab that and try and cast it. If it succeeds, it means that we hit it. If it doesn't succeed, it means we hit nothing or something that's not what we're looking for. So that's pretty cool. And to see if it actually succeeds, let's drag off from here and let's say print.
Print.
I need you ASAP.
For what?
Emergency testing.
Alright,
That camera.
I'll be out in 2 minutes.
I need that camera.
Alright, 2 minutes.
And say hit enemy. Okay.
Oh, damn, where did it go? Crap. Print this. Hit, exclamation point. Is that what we're going to play?
Now, I'm pretty sure it's not going to succeed no matter what we do, and I'll tell you why in a minute here. But again, we've got our raycast, how far we want it to go, and then we shoot it out, and then if we hit something, grab the thing that it hit, try and turning it into the object we're looking for, and if it worked, we're going to say hit enemy. So if I go to play now, all right, I can move around. I'm getting real close. I'm pretty sure I'm 1,500 in and nothing's working. And here's the reason why, and this is really important for you to know. Click your enemy character here. What we're going to do is select our...
Hold up, man.
mesh. So that...
Mesh. Shush, Flurry.
That dummy. Okay, we don't... The capsule component, that's for movement. We don't want to shoot that. We want to shoot the actual body itself. You know, if you hit an arm, we want to hit the arm. And if you scroll down here to collision, okay, and click collision presets, right now it's on a character mesh, and you're going to see something in here. Block for visibility is not checked. So we're ignoring the visibility channel. Basically what we're saying here is there's two channels, camera and visibility, and right now on the visibility camera, we are ignoring all hits, okay? All raycasts we are ignoring. That's not good. We don't want to ignore this. Now, the reason why it's on ignore is because it's a character is pre-built into their system there, and that's the way they set it up. That's not what we want. Let's make this dummy a ragdoll. So what I want to do is, instead of character mesh, I want to select ragdoll, okay? And what I want to do, hey, are we still playing our game here? No, let's compile. Select our mesh here again. Collision presets. Okay, instead of, come on, we're just going to select ragdoll. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Select ragdoll, then select custom, which is going to keep the ragdoll settings. And then all I want you to do is go to visibility and check it. We want it to be able to block, to be a blocker, to hit those. We want those rays to hit it. We want it to be able to block, not to ignore the rays. So we selected ragdoll, and then we selected custom. And I selected ragdoll first so we can get the ragdoll settings because we want it to look really cool when it gets hit. We're going to say compile and save. And the other thing I want to do is on this capsule component in the rendering section somewhere, let's make that not visible. I don't want to see this capsule component. Again, these are some settings that were part of this project here, not what we want. Okay, now if I click play and let's shoot, hit enemy, hit enemy, hit enemy. Pretty cool.
Why isn't it working? Bruh. Why isn't mine working? Collision.
Again, is go to visibility and check it. We want it to be able to block.
Alright, so now it should work. Is that what you're telling me, man? Yeah, there we go. I really do be hitting those enemies, no cap.
To be a blocker, to hit those. We want those rays to hit it. We want it to be able to block, not to ignore the ray.
Alright, guys. My dad needs me to help him with something, and he needs this camera right here. I'm going to finish watching this video and I'll make another video like explaining what the game is, and I'll try and make like a functioning game that looks kind of okay. So